Hi everyone. Just a few moments ago, well, before the beginning, I told Susie I have two concerns about tonight. One is you won't understand the word I'm saying, especially when I read my poem. And second one is well, you see, it's already happening, so my introduction will be nonsense, so if so, forgive me, you've been warned. So just a few words for our joint work with Susie. On the way here, I really thought I'm very lucky to the people I meet in London. Starting with Stephen Watts, who introduced me to Pierre, and then Stephen Fowler, thanks to whom we're here, and Susie, with whom it's been a great pleasure to collaborate. We've had a Zoom call in which Susie shared a very nice story, actually. It was about her visit to therapy farm.
A therapy farm? I'm not sure if there's such a thing as a therapy farm, but that's what it was called.
A therapy farm with students with learning disabilities, she said. And as a girl walked Susie through the farm, she explained, well, here are the llamas, here the chicken probably, and then, oh, this is just a field of bears, just a field of bears. We don't yet know if there is a field of bears somewhere in Kent.
Sorry.
But we did write tonight, or we did collaborate over the topic of meeting in a field of bears.
Amazing.
We decided there will be a meeting. There will be bears, a snake, which I forgot to bring. Apologies once again. And we decided that we'll meet in text. So I'm very tempted to try the splits, but I think I won't be good enough, so I'll just stick to reading with my funny accent, and that will be following by Susie, who started first with a poem, and then I wrote in return as a response to her lovely poem, which was really inspirational, so that was really the easy part. I'll leave you with Susie.
Thank you so much, Kristina. So we agreed to meet in a field of bears. But how to reach across this linguistic constellation? Perhaps inside this pronoun, a collaboration past a muddy vehicle left at the edge of a field to rust. And we have our names, proper names, as a fluffy visitor's badge pinned to our pastel dungarees for the duration. And it doesn't have to be bears, we say, if we choose to meet without them. A field without bears is easy, right here, past the rust and through that gate, or a gap in the hedge, or no gate and no hedge, because it is an open field. But there must be grass, and perhaps a tree. A fallen tree split in half by lightning, a dead weight in this half-light. But it is the full weight of the sun, and not a dead tree, but 6 trees which make an orchard. Those wasps, though, after the cider apples. We can meet here in this field if we bring a snake, but not if it's an orchard. It can be awkward for a woman and a snake in an orchard. And as well as a trope, we'll need a conjunction. But Kristina and Susie or Kristina, yet Susie or Kristina, so Susie, and so we sit in the shade and watch it snow last year when our minds were still green and we talked about poetry then too. We meet here in a snow-covered orchard, no wasps, as the fruit is still ripening. But when will the growling stop if we decide not to bring in the bears? And their growling doesn't even matter because they're wearing fur over their dungarees and a visitor's badge. But there must be grass and a tree. And at least we have agreed to talk about an orchard in the snow, although our pastel dungarees are a dead weight in this half-light. That was not on the map. And when will the growling stop if we are meeting in a field without bears for the duration of our meeting? And why are we wearing fur? But Kristina and Susie or Kristina, yet Susie or Kristina, so Susie, and so we sit in the snow and watch as bears in pastel fur meet in a field for the duration of us.
Warm lumps of mud bloom beneath our feet. Susie, my dear Susie. Small streams of rain run down the arteries of soil. Sorry, really, there had to be grass here. It had to be green and with at least one tree. That's what we agreed, to meet in the field of bears. But here we are, stepping quietly on the dry soil. The air smells of cold. We move in silence, trying not to wake the bears, not to scare the grass, which should grow after all. The field is empty, but we know they're here. Probably at this very moment, you say. Underground below us, curled up, the bears in half sleep are giving birth to their babies. And I agree. I can't believe this empty field to be just a field. Here, I can already feel how the bears with warm tongues mold out of nothing the little brown bodies of their cubs. Susie, my dear Susie, the night will fall and we will rest, I'm telling you. In the small hours it is always easier. The questions hang unnecessary and fall like ripe apples, around which circle the wasps of our confessions for lips from the past, for bodies and for dances, for music, for frozen fingers despite the warm weather, and moments in which the membrane of fear breaks and we learn how to dance. As the night is thinning, dizzy with insomnia, we will tell ourselves, so what? Let the bears come out. Our footsteps have already grown big enough and ring with thousand little bells. They call the bears, and here they are emerging big and warm like hidden desires. Then comes the morning, and with it, farewell Susie, farewell field with soft green grass and a tree. We turn our big brown backs and leave.